Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Between Two Cities. In part 1 we talked about the placement of the tiles and how that mechanism works around the table. This part is purely about the scoring. It's so worthwhile having an understanding of the scoring before you start your first game. On this card there are 6 different types of building. Each of them scores differently. Some of them depend where they're sitting against others. Buildings, others of them do not. So let's run through them. The top set, the yellow buildings or the shops, they work in straight lines, either horizontally or vertically. They score points depending on how many are in one particular line. So in this particular line, I have 4 shops. That's worth 16 points. I then have another set of 2 shops, which is worth 5 points. So for shops on this particular city, I'm scoring a total of 21 points. Next on the card is the factories. Factories are scored by who has the most of them. So whoever has the most factories gets that number of factories multiplied by 4. Whoever has the second most factories gets the number of factories they have multiplied by 3. All other factories get 2 points per factory in their city. So this city here has 1, 2, 3, 4 factories. This city here has 2 factories. This one will get 16 points. This city would get 6 points. 2 times 3, 4 times 4. Next on the card are the taverns. Now there are 4 types of tavern. So in this one, you're looking for all of these symbols. Here are the 4 taverns. If you have 1 tavern in a set, you're getting 1 point. 2 taverns is worth 4, 3 worth 9, 4 worth 17. So in this city over here, we have 2 of the same tavern. That's okay, they just won't be in the same set. We have 2 other ones. So we've got a set of 3, which is worth 9 points, plus 1 more, which is worth 1 more point. If we had a second double up, then those 2 between them would be worth 4 points. Next on the card is the office tiles. Office tiles can be placed absolutely anywhere, just like the tavern and the factory tiles. They get bonus points, however, if they're placed next to a tavern. You're getting points for the number of offices, up to 6 offices in one set. 6 is worth 21. If you go over 6, you start another set back at 1 point with the 1. This office here, because it's the only office in this city, is worth 1 point, but it's plus another 1 for being next to a tavern. A tavern can be next to as many offices as you like, and will give them the bonus 1, but if an office is next to more than 1 tavern, it will still only ever get the plus 1. Gardens are the next type of building tile that you'll have. Gardens need to be next to other gardens when they're placed. So if you've only got 1 garden by itself, it's worth 2 points. 2 gardens next to each other is worth 8. 3 gardens next to each other is worth 12. And then every other garden joined into that group is worth an extra point on top of that. This city has 2 gardens next to each other. That would be worth 8 points. If they had another garden just there, that would be worth the 12 points. Notice they don't have to be in a straight line, they just need to be connected. The final type of city tile are the residential buildings or houses. The number of houses you have multiplies by the number of different types of building you have in your city. So if you have all 5 of the other building types, every one of your houses is worth 5 points. If you only have 4 of the other building types, then each is only worth 4 points. So in this city, these houses are only worth 3 points each because there's only factories, taverns, and gardens. In order for them to be worth more, you would need to have shops as well, and that suddenly makes each of these houses worth 4 points. That's the scoring of Between Two Cities. Once you add it all up, all you need to do is get each player to indicate which of their 2 cities is lowest on the score tracker. It's easiest probably just to put their hand on the lowest scoring city, get rid of any cities that don't have a hand on them, and then whoever has their hand on the city that has the highest score, that is the winner of the game. I hope that has been helpful with getting between two cities to the table. It is quite straightforward once you understand the way in which the cards are scored, and the way they write these scores. So working from left to right, it's always, if you've got one building, it's worth that much, two's worth that much, etc. If there's dots, it means ongoing with that same pattern of adding one. If there's no dots, obviously it stops. Or if you need straight lines on a building, so it shows you the patterns of where these buildings need to be as well. It is in the icons if you look for it. I hope this has helped you get between two cities to the table with new players. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplaned, please email me at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what games I've been playing. And until next time, enjoy gaming.